What up, it's Coach JG here, and today is day 5 of Foundations. Let's get started with the warm-up. Let's start by keeping our elbows tucked into our side, rotating our hands out, and then back inward, warming up those shoulders. Then we're going to move it down into a prone position, hands straight out in front, out to a Y, and then bring those elbows in for a W. Take it nice and slow. After that, we're going to bring our hands out to a T. We're going to bring one foot over for scorpions. Get that rotation in your low back. Try to keep your chest as close to the ground as possible. Next, we have an overhead squat. We're going to reach overhead as we sit back and down into our chair. Try to get those elbows by your ears when you get to the bottom of your squat and keep your knees behind your toes. Now let's warm up those calves by pedaling into those toes. Heels off the ground, one set at a time, nice and slow. Last, we have the mountain climber. Shoulders, hips, feet all in a straight line. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Drive one knee to the chest at a time, nice and slow. We have each of these for 30 seconds. Now that we're warm, let's move into part number 1. It's going to be 10 minutes long. We're going to hit a lateral lunge to a balance, 10 on each side. Sit back and down like sitting to a chair. As you come up, drive that knee into the air and balance for 1 to 2 seconds. Let's go ahead and bring it down to the floor for a plank around the world. Hands underneath your shoulders, hips, feet all in a straight line. Each hand and then each foot going around the world. Take your time, do not rush through this one. We have 20 reps. After that, we have a glute bridge. We're going to go ahead and bring it down to the ground, heels as close to our butt as possible, low back in a nice neutral position. If you'd like to use a weight, go ahead and throw it on your hips. We have 15 reps. Press through those heels and squeeze the glutes at the top. Last exercise of part number 1 is a band lateral walk. Let's go ahead and grab that resistance band and step into it. Cross your handles and pull your arms up for tension. Take small 2 to 3 inch steps out, following with that back leg. About 3 steps in, 3 steps out. We'll do 10 reps. Let's try to get 2 rounds or more. Let's go. Nice job with part number 1. Let's move it into part number 2, starting with a band single arm row. Palm facing in, step on that band so you have great tension. If you want to use that CBB, go ahead. We're going to hit 15 on each arm. Next, we have push-ups. Shoulders, hips, feet all in a straight line. Elbows go back to about a 45-degree angle. Nice and slow on the way down and up. Let's get 15. Go ahead and flip onto your back for a reverse crunch. Heels into the ground. Bring your knees up towards your chest and getting that low back off the ground. Try to avoid using any momentum. Use only your core muscles to get those legs up. Next, let's go ahead and grab that band for some band wood chops. Grabbing both bands on one hand and stepping in it with one foot, bring it from your hip up to the diagonal into the sky. Find that rotation in your torso. Let's get these 4 exercises for 2 rounds or more. You got 10 minutes, let's go. Nice job. Part number 3, we're going to start with a band reverse lunge to overhead press. Step 1 foot back, the one that's not securing the band. Have your palms facing forward. Knees at 90 degrees. When you get to the bottom of your lunge, hit your press, stand up, then lower your arms for the next rep. We're going to hit 8 on each side. Now let's move it into band bicep curls. Let's hit 15. Elbows tucked into your side the entire time. Your elbows will go up to about a 90-degree angle at the top of your rep. After we've burnt our biceps, let's get some crab kicks. Fingers pointing away, hips up as high as you can. Extend from the knee, kicking your feet forward. Breathe nice and deep breaths. Last, we will have crossover jacks. Cross your feet and your arms. Try to alternate which goes forward each time. We're going to do that for 20 reps. We have 10 minutes to get 2 or more rounds. Part number 4, we have sumo squats to start. If you'd like to use a weight or 2, that's fine. We're going to hit 15 reps. Feet out nice and wide. Knees in line with your toes, low back, nice neutral position. After that, we're going to get a forward kick to a double punch. Get a split stance. Your back foot is going to kick forward and then punch with both hands. Get 10 on each side. Last, we have 10 burpees. Hands down to the ground, feet go back into that high plank. Kick your feet forward and stand up nice and tall. You got 10 minutes to finish up 2 or more rounds. Let's get it. Way to go! You're amazing. Let's get cool down, starting with a neck upper trap stretch. Next, we have a overhead tricep. Let's go ahead and grab the elbow, head up nice and tall, pull it across the back. After that, we're going to grasp our hands behind our back, slowly pulling our hands up away from our butt. Keep your chest up nice and tall. Then we're going to get a wide stance with a front bend. We're going to forward fold from the hips to reach for the ground. We're going to hit the hamstrings a little bit more with a downward dog, so bring those feet together. Try to drop your chest towards your knees, but keep those knees straight. We're going to go see the rest of the barnyard animals, so we'll see a cat and a cow. When your back is arched upward, your chin is tucked, and you say meow. When you're in the cow position, belly's tucked down to the ground, head is up in the air. Let's get 2 rounds, 30 seconds each.